welcome to the Hilberry Theatre. My name is Jordan Whalen. I'm a third-year actor from Ames, Iowa. You might remember me from last year's productions of The Fantastics and A Servant of Two Masters. For the past 2 years, I've been able to grow as an artist because of you, our generous patrons who understand the value that theater adds to a community. On behalf of the entire Hilberry Company, we thank you for being an important part of our family. We hope you enjoy this performance of Richard III.
Hi, my name is Alison Vesely. I'm the director of Richard III, and I'd like to welcome all of you to the Hilberry Theatre. One of the wonderful concepts that we're playing with in this production is having the actors on stage for the entire show. They act sort of as judge and jury. They are observing the story at the same time that they are creating it. And I think it's a really wonderful glimpse into the actor's process for the audience. This program is so important in this community. I think the community has a lot of pride in the program, and so I think it's a wonderful way to share the actor's process with the audience. I have had the most wonderful time working with the Hilberry Company. The actors are so talented and so dedicated to their craft. The entire production team has been great to work with, very, very creative. We've had a wonderful collaboration, and even the staff has been so supportive of this production. So I've really had a great time, and I look forward to the possibility of coming back and directing again. Thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate the support that you all have of the Hilberry Theatre. Thank you so much for coming. Enjoy the show.
Hello there, my name is Edmund Alyn Jones.
Hi, I'm Carollette Phillips.
And we are here to talk to you a little bit today about this little play you might have heard of called Richard III.
Yes, and I will be Lady Anne.
And I'll be Slick Ricky himself. Really glad you came out to see this performance today. We really hope that you enjoy the hard work the entire cast has been putting into this, and that you really fall in love with Shakespeare all over again.
Yes. It's really been quite a joy and a pleasure and really a privilege to get the chance to be Lady Anne in this play. I think it's a wonderful role for any woman when you think about Shakespeare, especially because the scenes in this play have so much depth. And there's so many different dimensions to the character that I've been able to explore. Working with Alison has been wonderful, working with Edmund in the rehearsal process. It was really kind of intimidating at first to take this role on, but I've really been working hard on it. I'm very proud and happy with the outcome of things, and I'm just excited for everyone to come in and see the show and see the work we've been doing.
The portrayal of Richard III. Okay, this is one of those parts you dream about doing. I remember seeing this production as a teenager when the Royal Shakespeare Company came to Ann Arbor, and absolutely falling in love with this character then. And to be able to do that 10 years later, it's awesome. As far as getting to know this character and getting into the work for this, I did a lot of reading just about the history of the play, about what this play did for Shakespeare. I mean, it was his big hit. It really put him on the map in a lot of ways. And also just doing a lot of reading, fictional writing about Richard III that other authors have done. And also finding out about the real king himself, which was very enlightening to find out who this king really was and how different he was from the wonderful character that Shakespeare gave us. So taking that and putting all this information of the time and medieval times and music and just trying to surround myself culturally with the things that were happening at this time for Shakespeare and even during the time of Richard III, I think helped me to just kind of flesh things out, make it three-dimensional. And then ultimately, when you're playing a bad guy, you have to find out why they are the way they are. I just can't go in there and say, I'm gonna be a bad guy, and that's it. I actually, which was a great idea from Alison, our director, she had me go and watch all of the Henry VI, part 1, 2, and 3. And I watched every single one of them, and I read those scripts, and I got to see the backstory of Richard III and see how he got to where he was and why he decided to do what he did. And it just, I think it helps so much, and I hope that really shines through in this performance of why he is the way he is and why he wants to bring you, the audience, along for the ride. I gotta say, I came to the Hilberry as a teenager, and it's funny, before I auditioned to get into the Hilberry, I found a program that I had from when I came to see a Hilberry show when I was 17, and it said, I will do this one day. And to be able to come here and get on that stage and perform is one of my dreams come true. And so it's really cool to be a part of that. So in that sense, being a Detroit, being from Detroit, seeing Hilberry shows, wanting to be on that stage and finally being on it, that's an incredible blessing.
Oh, okay.
So for people who are interested, okay, how do you get to these different states of emotion, or what happens when you get stuck in rehearsal, when you've been doing it for a while and it gets to a certain spot? So our director had us do an exercise where we did the scene completely with the lines and everything, but we tossed a Nerf ball at each other.
Excuse me, let me correct that. We did not toss the ball, we hurled the ball. From what I recall, he actually hit me in the face with a Nerf ball at one point.
And she returned the favor right in my eye.
Yes, I did. But the exercise was actually extremely useful in getting out the type of raw emotion and energy that you need. And after he hit me in the face with that ball, it made it so easy for me to continue with my next line with the proper motivation and intention behind it. Because it was literally in my face. So that was a lot of fun. Working with Alison has just been great. Thank you all for joining us. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed the show. We worked very hard on it and are very excited to have you here today.
Absolutely. Once again, this is Edmund Alyn Jones.
And I'm Carollette Phillips.
And we want you to really enjoy your stay here at the Hilberry Theatre. Thank you so much.